I think I look like a presentable gentleman, if you know what I mean. What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be talking about the movie The Creator. So I just finished watching that on the special presentation on Thursday. And honestly, going into it, I didn't know what to expect. I only saw one trailer, and the only thing that really grabbed me and drew me in was the fact that it was sci-fi. And I'm a huge sci-fi nerd, but I know for the most part that the sci-fi genre isn't really the best genre. Like it's I feel like known for more so being cheap, cheap and kind of corny. Like I feel like when people think sci-fi, they think Sharknado. And Sharknado has like what, 8 movies, and like the CGI is like not all that great. It's more funny, and it's like, you recognize sci-fi, like you have the little ship and it's on the string and it's just flying around and whatnot. So I feel like sci-fi is just one of those kind of like, it's one of those iffy genres. Like you never know if it's going to be a real hit or if it's going to be, just a little clunky and whatnot. But The Creator, okay, let me just tell you, I was blown away. Okay, this was really, really good. And I noticed because I got a poster from going to this special edition. This is my poster. I didn't recognize that the director, I'm holding it upside down. I didn't recognize that the person or the director of this film directed Rogue One. So if y'all seen Star Wars Rogue One, that was also a really good movie. But oh my gosh, the director, I feel like he's in touch with his formula. He knows what he's doing. And, I'm going to just tell you how it is that I felt about it. Okay, well, actually, let me tell you what The Creator is. So the movie is about, it's a world where AI and humans, they coexist. AI are, they're now, I guess, treated on the same level as humans. So it's like, how can I put it? It seems like they're trying to establish that humans and AI are equal. They're not stronger than one another. They're not like they don't exceed the power of humans, even though realistically it makes no sense because AI, they're metal, they're usually made of metal and things like that, so that would make them stronger physically, I guess. But in the movie, you'll see like robots getting put in chokeholds by humans and whatnot, actually seeming like they're trying to fight for air and stuff like that. Those parts were like a little like, okay, I see where you might be going, but okay. But yeah, so it's about humans and AI coexisting, and there's a war going on between mainly not humans, but the Americans and AI, because something happened to the Americans by AI. And so now they just want to exterminate all AI so that this accident doesn't happen again. It's an interesting story, but the main character or the protagonist of this, which is John David Washington, he's the protagonist, and it starts off where he's like has this family and everything, and he's supposed to be an undercover he's an undercover special forces guy who is trying to, I guess, figure out who the creator of the AI is. They're trying to find the creator to exterminate it from, I guess, making more AI and things like that. I totally forgot to mention this is going to be spoiler free. I'm trying to keep this spoiler free. Yeah, the creator, they're trying to find him, and exterminated so that they could stop the creator from making a weapon. So, moving on, the protagonist, or I guess, that's the start. The start of it is the happening where I guess there's this thing in the sky. It's shown, I believe it's shown in the trailer, but the thing in the sky, which I believe is what is it called? Oh my God. It's almost like I would compare it to a Death Star in a way. Like if you're familiar with Star Wars, the Death Star, I would compare this giant ship in the sky to the Death Star, and it's something that the Americans made, and it's just in space, and it kind of hovers around, and wherever it targets AI, it blows it up or blows up that area or something like that. So it's pretty crazy, but yeah. So Joshua, which is the main character's name, his family gets killed. He had a wife. He had his wife and his unborn baby. Supposedly they died and disappeared, and he was in this lowest of lows, and then the military comes to him saying that she kind of resurfaced again, and they're saying that she was connected to knowing who the creator is. So that's what kind of brings him back into the game, and that was his main reason for, I guess, doing the mission of helping the U.S. Army find the creator find the creator and the weapon that it's building, so that they can just exterminate everything and end the war and things like that. So yeah, so that's the, I guess, premise of the movie. But let me tell you, the visuals, this movie looked amazing. Like, you can tell that they really put their effort into this. Like, they really wanted this to be taken seriously. Like, they wanted this movie they wanted the movie to, I guess, like, have resonance with people, like get people talking, like, oh, is AI a good thing to have? Is AI a bad thing to have? Could this happen? Could that happen? Like, honestly, I was already asking my questions within the first 10 minutes of the movie, and I would say it's a pretty good debate that you could have. You can go on and on and on. Well, I can go on and on and on for like ever about like just AI and, I guess, humans coexisting and the rights and chaotic things that could happen if that were to really be mainstream here. But I loved it. I love this movie. I feel like the connection between the characters, it was all good. I mean, for the most part, there was just the villains, which were the U.S. Army. Like the general, the lady, I forgot her name, but she was very, twirly of the mustache. Like, oh, I need to kill them because I'm evil and all this stuff. Like, there was no real motive, it was just a very one-dimensional villain for the most part. So that part was kind of just a little lacking, or at least the villain's part was very lacking. But for the most part, I feel the story was very developed. They established the world very well. Everything looked beautiful. The CGI, everything looked really, really good. The sound, it sounded really good. Like, it was just, this movie was a very, very well done sci-fi piece. And honestly, the last time that I cried for a movie, well, at least in recent time, was Guardians of the Galaxy 3. And they hit me with all that emotion and just so many emotional moments. And in this movie, they hit me a little hard. And I started crying when the credits started rolling. Like, it was just that good to me. And I knew that it was a good movie because in my theater, I went to go see it in IMAX. In my theater, when I started crying, I'm like trying to hold it. I'm like, oh, God, man. My friend's next to me. He's like, you're not for real. I'm like, yeah. And he's like, well, I get it because, like, it was really good. It really was. And then I heard the people behind me, what? They said, God damn. And they started sniffling too. Yo, it was really, really good. I would say, yes, go to the theater and watch this movie if you are interested in sci-fi, if you're interested in good storytelling, if you're interested in just good film. Like this was really, really good. I really, really believe so. So for me, I'm gonna just, of course, wrap it up and give you my review. So this is my rating for this movie. I would definitely give this movie a 9 out of 10. I'm not giving it the 10 out of 10 only because of the villain, and then kind of towards the third act was where things started begin to kind of like, okay, this seems like this is more just happening for the sake of just trying to hurry up and end everything. But yeah, for the most part, I feel like this movie was, for the story that it was telling and the world that it was building and everything like that, I feel like they did what they were supposed to do. Like, they told the story that they wanted to tell in a very, very fine fashion. So go out to the theaters, go see The Creator. I don't know if y'all gonna get posters because this was for my special screening, but I'm just saying it's definitely worth the watch. So hopefully you guys enjoyed my review. If y'all like what I had to say, go ahead and leave a like on the video. Share some comments if you did see The Creator. Let me know what you guys thought about it. And until then, I will see you guys in the next video.